Submitting assignments to C&J is very quick and easy. Simply go to CJF.com and click the Client Login button at the top right corner of the screen and enter your firm's username and password that you received when you enrolled with C&J. Once inside your assignment funding management system, you have several options to choose from. Those features are listed at the top of the screen. In this presentation, we're going to show you how to submit a new assignment. So we'll click the New Assignment tab, and it opens up the firm contact information. Now, your firm's information and phone number should already be pre-populated in this form. And if this is your first time submitting an assignment, you'll be required to put your firm contact name and your email address so that we may contact you specifically regarding this assignment. The next time that you log in from the same computer, this information will automatically be saved and pre-populated for you. Now, if a new individual, a new funeral director or office admin comes in behind you and submits a claim, they would simply change it to reflect their name and their email address. Click Save Firm Information and Continue. And then we get to the actual assignment information. This is where we collect the information of the actual policy itself that's going to be assigned over to C&J, the amounts and the particulars on the policy. The first one is this a test assignment. This is a little feature that if you select yes allows you to play around with the system without actually submitting a live assignment to C&J. So it allows you to get used to and comfortable with the process before you submit your first claim to C&J. In this case, we're not going to do that. We're going to submit a live assignment to show you how the process actually works all the way through. The next question is beneficiary rapid cash requested. The beneficiary rapid cash is simply funds above the funeral amount that the family would like to receive from their policy, kind of like a rapid refund on your taxes. If the family would like to pay the additional fee on the amount above the funeral, C&J can advance up to $25,000 to the family in addition to the amount that's being funded to the funeral. Now, obviously, the policy has to permit, and there's got to be enough value in the policy to cover both the funeral amount as well as the beneficiary rapid cash. But that's a service that we offer as well. In this case, we would fund and wire the funds for the funeral amount to the funeral home's bank account, and then we would overnight a check made payable to the beneficiary to the funeral home so that you could hand deliver that check to the beneficiary and the family that is requesting those additional funds. So let's say that the family does want beneficiary rapid cash. The next question is there another assignment on this policy? Yes, no, or unknown. We're going to say no. And then the last question, is this an employer's group policy? Is this a policy that's being assigned through the individual's job or their workplace? If it is, if you select yes on the next page, there'll be information to fill out about the employer. But in this case, and in this example, we're just going to say that it's not, and that it's a regular life insurance, individual life insurance policy. Now, the rest of the fields may look a little complicated, but it's really simple. The policy amount available, if you know the actual full value of the policy, you can place that amount here, and it allows you to see or show the family how much is available for them to spend at your firm after all the fees are applied. So if a family comes in and they have a $50,000 policy, if they were going to spend that full amount at your firm, that would give them $46,476.75 to spend on your goods and services or beneficiary rapid cash. If you don't know the full value of the policy, you simply put in the actual amount of the funeral over here. And let's say that the funeral amount is $7,550. And you're going to be passing C&J's fee directly along to the family. You would put the amount of the funeral in there, and it would show you the actual amount that will be assigned. So the amount requested and funded to the funeral home would be $7,550. The amount of the assignment, which includes C&J's fee, would be $8,143.28. We say, well, Jamie, the family actually has a policy, but it's not enough to cover the full amount of the funeral. How would we list that? You would simply put that in the policy amount available field, type it in. Let's say the family only has $5,000 that they're going to be using as a credit towards the funeral. After C&J's fee is applied, there would be an amount available of $4,626.75 to spend towards your goods and services. So you would take that $4,626 and put it in over here on the funeral amount, and that would show a total amount that's being assigned of $5,000. So that's how you would handle if you were taking the full value of the policy. Let's go back up here, play around with it a little more. And let's say the family had a $25,000 policy. And the funeral amount was $7,550. That would show that there's still an available balance of $15,676.75. Let's say that the family wanted to receive the additional funds through our beneficiary rapid cash advancement program. You could just click the use the remaining amount available button, and then it takes the additional amount away, and the amount that's actually going to be assigned is $25,000. The amount that's being requested is $23,226.75. $7,550 of that is going towards the funeral expenses, and then $15,676.75 will be advanced to the family. You also have several other options to choose from as well. If the cemetery amount is going to be included on the funeral amount, you can put that amount in here. Also, it can be used as a pre-need solution for families that want to go ahead and do a pre-arrangement with the value of the policy at the same time they're doing an at-need arrangement. So let's say that the family still has a $25,000 policy, and let's say the husband passed away and the wife is the beneficiary. And you've mentioned to the wife that she could also go ahead and pre-arrange her funeral arrangements if she would like. And let's say she chose to do that, and she wanted to go ahead and pick out the same service that she is purchasing for her husband. And you could do a pre-need contract in the amount of $7,550 for her, an at-need contract for the same amount for the husband, and that leaves in a balance of $8,126.75 that she also could use to get an advance and a beneficiary rapid cash to her immediately. So you can play around with this and see how the family wants to spend the funds. And it gives you several options to be able to do that. Funeral amount, cemetery amount, pre-need amount, pre-need cemetery amount. If you're a funeral home cemetery combo and you're selling both the funeral and the cemetery property, you can also do a pre-need cemetery amount as well. As long as the value of the policy is enough to cover both the at-need and the pre-need, we are more than happy to fund those for the family. So this option also allows you to use insurance assignments as a funding mechanism for pre-need as well. I think a lot of people miss the boat when families have those insurance proceeds available, by not being able to offer that option to those families that would like to go ahead and take advantage of the pre-need plans as well. So this will give you an opportunity to do that, an opportunity to provide that option to those families that want to take advantage of that. Once all of the assignment information is correct, you just click Save Assignment and Continue. And then we get to the information of the deceased. And so we're going to say this is a dead man. And he is an old fella. So based on this, he is about 117 years old. So as you can imagine, he probably died of natural causes. Put in his social security number, save the deceased information, and continue. On the insurance company information, when you begin to type the insurance company information, let's say they have a policy with AARP. Well, once you start typing AARP, that information pops up and you just simply select it. Then you type in the policy number. If you're going to be taking more than one policy number from the same insurance company, you would just separate the policy numbers by a comma and add the additional policy number or numbers as well. The next form is the beneficiary information. If your firm is in a state where you can be the named beneficiary of a policy, and on this particular policy you are, all you have to do is click yes, your firm is the beneficiary. It will automatically pre-populate that information for you. If your firm is not the beneficiary, you just simply click no, and the next question is the primary beneficiary deceased. We're going to say no in that case, and we're going to say the primary beneficiary is a live woman, and her address is 123 Main Street, Anytown, Alabama, and the zip code, and a phone number for Miss Woman, and an email if you have it, and then the Social Security number for the beneficiary. Date of birth. She's just a year younger. And the spouse. If there's an additional beneficiary that you need to add, you just add the additional beneficiary button, fill that out for beneficiary number 2 or 3, so on and so forth. But we're going to say that that Miss Woman is the primary and sole beneficiary. So you would just click Save Beneficiary Information and Continue. And then this screen is a summary. Just look over, make sure that all of the information here is correct. And if it is, you just go down to the bottom, click Request Funding. If there's anything that needs to be changed, this is the time when you would make those changes. Let's say the family decided not to do the beneficiary rapid cash and decided not to do the actual pre-need funeral amount. Then all of the numbers here would change over here, and it would show that the amount that's going to be funded and requested is $7,550. The amount that's actually being assigned is $8,143.28. If everything else is correct, you just click Request Funding. Oh, we need to go back up here. If there's any errors, obviously it will let you know that. If you recall, originally we said that we were going to request beneficiary rapid cash, and in this scenario we did not. So you just go up and select the no option, and then come back down and click Request for Funding. The system now has generated the paperwork. You simply click here to open the documents, and this will give you the assignment form that you need the family to sign. Simply print it off, have the family sign it. You can use your mobile upload app to take a picture of the document and upload it directly to our system. You can fax it to C&J at 866-785-0003, or you can scan the document and click the upload button here or the upload document feature here and upload it directly to our system as well. So several ways that you can get the document to us depending on how you would like to do that. If you would like to start another assignment with the current information of the deceased, you click the button there. There's also an option to create a brand new assignment if you're going to be submitting another assignment on another individual. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how quick and easy it is to submit an assignment with C&J through our online assignment funding management system.